It's not happening today. Today is us. And we keep doing what we have to do, we're going to get that.
Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They want to see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. SFL! About it. I'm today's trying to tap it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on bombers.
It's quiet over there.
Like King Kong, this is a football of theme song. Shooting finesse cause we informed. We got gunners and shooters on action.
I give it all for my team. Better than us, what the hell do you mean? Sweat on our collars and hearts on our sleeve, yeah. Legacy more than a dream.
Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Nothing gets past the wall, yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you tuned in from. It's your boy Skipper J, and you're probably delighted to hear my voice as we bring to you today another piece of All FC entertainment. On last week's episode, the boys went through to the next round of the SFL Cup, beating Saha 3-2. It was a better performance from the boys, and I think the mood in the camp is much more positive. And that victory led us to the next round, the SFL Cup quarterfinals, and we take on today the SE DONS. We played them a few weeks ago, losing 5-2, so I'm sure the boys will have that in the back of their minds, and today be looking for the victory.
The start against the Dons last time was the best we started against them. But what happened is that a little bit of pressure and then our game plan went out the window, our discipline went out the window. Sometimes you got to elevate yourself above certain people's actions. When you elevate yourself and you're vibrating on a higher level, nobody can touch you. Nobody can bring you down. Trust, hard work, do the basics, get the confidence, win the game, go on.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, Sean.
So today I want you to think about your highest and safest pass. And sometimes they're the simplest ones. The best footballers, I believe, are the best decision makers. That's the truth, yeah? So today, I just want you to make the right decisions. We've won something, guys. Do you know what I mean? We've actually won something. We've won. So we know what it's like to win. We've done quarterfinals, done semi-finals. We've lifted a trophy. We've done it. So there's no reason as to why you can't do it again. Yeah. At the end of the day, as far as I see it, it's 11 players versus 11 players. That's it. It's just man for man. When it comes down to it, it's just one man against another man.
You need to go for that ball 100%, because ultimately, if you don't, you put yourself at risk by not doing that. So I implore you all that when that ball is there and it's a 50-50, that you go in 100% for it like you want to win that ball. Because ultimately, if you don't win it, you can either injure yourself or it leads to goals like it did last week, okay?
Today's a big day. A win or a loss is the difference between keeping our treble hopes alive. We always tend to do well in the cup fixtures, and today's another challenge as we take on one of the better sides in the Sunday League for a place in the semi-final. We do have history with the Dons. We know a lot of their boys, but it's only been once that we come up with a W against them. They're a loud team on the sidelines, so the boys got to make sure they stay focused and keep their heads. But just before we watch the boys stick on their boots and run onto the pitch, I want you to pause the video right now and hit that like button. It really does help the Wall FC family to grow, so hit that thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that big box that says subscribe, become part of the bricks. I want to set you guys a little goal. I want to see if we can break that 10k view mark just under a week. So tell a friend to tune in. A big shout out to our sponsor YouTube Black, who this season have joined the Wall FC team. And if there's anyone out there that sees what we're doing and wants to be part of the Wall FC journey and sponsor us, just drop us a message on our Instagram at the Wall FC. We are in South London, and with weather like this, I'm happy we're playing on an artificial pitch. But let's get into the team talk.
It feels different. Energy feels different. You feel very focused, very serious. You know what you've got to do. Share the ball, share the result at the end of the day. Yeah, that's what we want. And I know you guys can do it. I feel that you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it.
I do feel like you guys are more focused and just go out there and express yourself and do what you need to do. Let's just get the result and go home. Just win your individual battles, we win the game. Simple.
It's 90 minutes worth of concentration. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. Happy. Let's get in.
Let's go.
Alright boys, nice and loud, yeah?
Alright boys, just one last thing, yeah? Remember, this is a quarter-final. This ain't no normal league game. We win this, we go straight into the semi-finals, yeah? So treat it as such. Once.
1 on me! 1 on 3! 1, 2, 3!
So the gaffers have decided to switch up the formation from the last time we played these and gone 3-4-3. With the young boy Nathan between the sticks, young boy Cam, Reese and Witz as a 3 at the back, Geordie on the right, Divine on the left, and in the middle is Chan and Yannick. And a front 3 of Tyler, Zeps and Meeks. And supporting the boys from the bench is the 2 Bassett brothers, Jay and the 2 Dans. So welcome back to the Wall FC, another opportunity to showcase the talent we have down at the club. Today the boys take on the SC DONS in the quarterfinals of the SFL Cup. A victory here will lead us into the semi-finals, which means it's only a couple of games away from lifting another piece of silverware. I know today's game will not be an easy one, as we only played the DONS a couple of weeks ago and was on the end of a loss. And as I usually do, I'm going to shout out a few of the comments from last week's video. Shout out to Trizzy, motivating the lads and letting us know that we're inspiring the younger generations. And shout out to Gerard Williams, saying that it's good the boys have found a team spirit again, and that Bass is a great signing. And one last comment from One Pole Left, said that he's recently started watching, and that Zeps' assist to Bass was definitely on purpose. And we jump straight into match action. It's nice to see Twinkle Toed Yannick, a quality player, back in our side.
No foul, no foul.
Just 3 minutes on the clock and it's Don's possession in the middle of the park. It's lifted over the top, but young boy Cam's there just to clean up.
Well done, Cam. Well dealt with. Well dealt with.
5 minutes in, it's a goal kick from Nathan. It's punted upfield and Judy gets to the ball first. Dons pick up the seconds. Their centre back plays it into their centre middle, their winger, who cuts back inside. But Tyler picks up the ball, and if he pulled his pass off, he would have been through on goal.
You know what? It's not a bad idea if you just.
I get it, yeah, but he like the run was so far away.
He's outside of the foot of anything.
This season, we really tried to integrate a few of the young boys into the squad. We got Nathan between the sticks and Cam at the back. And it's nice to see Cam with a great defensive contribution. An important block that was probably going in. Approaching the 30th minute, it's again Don's possession. On the left-hand side of the pitch, Mally, their left back, plays it inside to their centre mid-Monts, who manages to find Nathan Palmer running down on goal, but it's Reece standing in his way. He cuts inside, but the attempt is straight into Nathan's hands. For the first 15 minutes, the Dons have definitely started the game better than we have. And for this opportunity here, I think the luck was just with us and against them.
What me up?
Dons. It's the Dons. This is the Dons.
16 on the clock and Reece plays it into Meeks on the left-hand side of the pitch. Meeks looks up and tries to slip in Tyler in behind, through on goal and tries to ding Big G, but he just can't get the ball over him. 18 minutes played on the clock and the ball's played from Meeks into Chan. Chan looks up and manages to find Geordie on the right-hand side of the pitch. Geordie just running down the right-hand side channel, and it's just something that feels familiar from the last game to this. And speaking of familiar things, it's becoming routine to Zeps as he puts the boys 1-0 up in the quarterfinals of the SFL Cup. Putting the ball in the same place he put it a couple of weeks ago. A confident man from the spot. A couple of substitutions. Just for clarity, the Bassett brothers were supposed to start, but they were late, so everybody knew they were coming on as soon as they made it. But Levi swaps for Divine, and Bass comes on for Tyler.
Hey, come here. You see why you're gonna go far? You see, because you're gonna listen. You listen. And so you tried to do that. You know what? You was already going down. When you took your touch. You're learning, bro. You're learning, bro. You know what I'm saying? You go from.
Chasing your head. Dink it.
No, you didn't. No.
Man like Tyler, you know.
1-0 up and 20 minutes in, and their keeper takes a chance.
There we go. Hey, that's bands.
Every time we played on 3 or 4G, I've always seen Geordie in a different pair of Astros. He's put the ball top corner and won a few penalties, so I guess the kid's got to keep wearing them.
Boy, he got that on though.
It's nice to see that even though it was an early substitution, Levi's up to the pace of the game. And if you didn't already know, young boy Cam at the back is Gaffer Sace's son, so it only makes sense why he's so good defensively. 22 on the slap dash in his Don's possession, but their wasteful pass gets played to Geordie, who manages to find Zeps up top. Zeps looks up and manages to play the ball into Bass's path. Counter attack for the wall. Bass on the ball running down the right hand side of the pitch. He stands it up, and I wouldn't have been shocked if a man of his quality puts it top corner. I got to single out Geordie. He's been superb for the first 23 minutes as he wins another header. The ball drops to Reece. Reece looks up and manages to find who's that on the ball. He manages to find Chan, and Chan gives it to Bass, and Bass plays it out wide to Geordie. Tries to get a cross in, but it gets blocked. 25 minutes in and the boys are really starting to get into their groove as Chan wins the ball back. Geordie picks up the loose ball and tries to find Zeps, who tries to flick it on but loses possession. Levi misses out on the 50-50, and Dons are now on the counter attack. Right hand side of the pitch, the ball's played in and they're running down the line, but Witz is chasing back and manages to put the ball out for a corner. So nothing came with that corner, but Dons are on the ball. Digger's in the middle of the park and he plays it out wide. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like the ball's gone off, but the referee hasn't blown the whistle. Nathan's forced to make a save. 31-03 and Chan wins the header. It drops to Yannick, but he loses the ball and Bassett picks up the seconds, and Yannick brings out the dancing feet.
Well done.
3. Yeah, 3 in the middle. 5. Meeks, you come back left. Move to Levi central. In the middle.
So as Gaffer says, changes formation to 3-5-2. Yannick steps up and hits the first man in the wall. So the corner's whipped in, back post, and is cleared out by a Dons player. Another player clears it out. Meeks wins the first header to Zeps. Zeps gets the ball on the left-hand side of the pitch, driving down the line. And a man of his quality, I wouldn't have been shocked if this hit the top corner. It's wall ball and Reese is on it right now. He plays it out left to Meeks. Meeks just driving forward, just galloping as he usually does. He looks up and tries to play a ball to Bass, but it goes to the other Bassett brother, who forces a big save out of their skipper. The last time we played the Dons, we conceded 2 goals just before half time, and I'm not sure if we learned from that, as Dons get put through on goal. It's been a game for the chances for both sides, as another one goes begging.
Unlucky. Oi, Jordy, exactly that next time.
39 on the clock and the opposition have the ball. It looks like it went off, but the referee doesn't blow, so I guess it stays on. They're on the attack. They're forward, I think that's their winger or their striker, I'm not actually sure. Manages to get the ball and play it to Mons. He manages to play it in behind, but it's just Big Reese there, clearing it up. Approaching the 41st minute, just 4 minutes till half time, the Dons are on the attack, and their forwards are starting to sound like they're getting pissed off with our young boy between the sticks, Nathan. And I'll be honest, this attack from them even left my heart in my mouth.
I said this last time to you.
So the Dons go close and hit the post, but it takes the top team to go up the other end and put the ball in the back of the net.
He's onside.
Hey, go, back post.
Only God saved us there.
Oh my.
Come on! That's top team, you know. Hit the post the other side and go down and score.
Hey, come on.
So the 2 Bassett brothers were on the attack, and Levi manages to intercept the pass and put the ball in the back of the net. 2-0 to the wall.
It's quiet over there.
And the referee blows his whistle for half time. The boys currently leading 2-0 in the SFL quarterfinals. And if it stays like this, it looks like the semi-finals are on the cards.
Because we're not covering, it's leaving Meeks and just isolated. Because we're not covering as the back 5 quick enough. As the ball's travelling, we all need to shuffle. If we shuffle, then they can go further up and stop that from happening.
Guys, we have to communicate. Like, when you go to games, you hear the communication. I'm only hearing a few people. You might be communicating on the pitch, but I want to hear it so that everybody can hear it. You know, urgently, like, get there early, like, encourage. When they do something, encourage. Everything's together. It's been really good. Yes, they've had a couple of chances, but we can solve that problem. It's not happening today. Today is us. And we keep doing what we have to do, we're going to get that.
The trigger of the press needs to be important, guys. And I'm a person about percentages. What I'm going to say to you guys quickly, Meeks and Zeps, they win their headers, guys. So I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if you've watched this match like I've watched the match. They're winning their headers, so someone's got to run off them just because they're winning them every single time up there as well, okay? But there's no one there, so let's make sure that we do that, okay, this half as well.
If you copy and paste this first half to second half, we walk home and it's 4-0.
Yep.
Job done. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Literally.
One, two, three,
So the second half kicks off and the boys have started with good intent. Bass manages to win the ball back and tries to find the other player. I can't see who that is. But Meeks picks up the seconds. Meeks, left-hand side of the pitch, he looks up and stands up, crosses the ball in back post. But Dons manages to clear it. Just a minute later, Levi Bassett on the ball and he manages to find his brother, who plays a nice ball in behind. I think the Dons tried to play an offside trap, but it didn't work. Zeps is on the ball. He stands up the opposition player as he creeps into the box. He looks up, comes back inside and shoots, and goes close to the post. Only 2 minutes in and we've had a few opportunities already. And I think the Dons have come out in the second half trying to play offside traps.
I was going to slip you though. What you doing, you waste, man?
Just 4 minutes into the second half and it's looking like it's been all wool. Chan with another delightful pass over the top into the path for Zeps. Zeps manages to keep the ball, and apologies for the camera angle. Zeps drives forward, creeps into the box again. He looks up, lays it to leave out on the edge of the box, and he just can't add to his tally. Throw into the wall. Zeps gets fouled and the referee blows eventually for a free kick. And if Chan managed to get on the end of this, it would have been free.
I get rid, man.
Substitution. After a great first half and first 6 minutes of the second, Tyler takes Geordie's place. When he first joined the Wall, Reece told us he used to play DM, so I ain't surprised when he's threading through balls like this.
Could you have shot? Probably.
Zeppo! Come on, man! They're right, come on!
2 more substitutions. Witts picked up an injury at the back, so Dan Casimo jumps on the pitch and Jay comes on for Chan. So we're 2-0 up in the 67th minute as the ball's cleared out the box. Zeps takes a tumble, but the referee plays advantage as Bass plays Dan Casimo through. He's down the left-hand side of the pitch. He manages to keep the ball on the pitch. Driving down the byline, he tries to pick out Bass, but he just can't get on the end of it. And this from Bass was just disrespectful. 77th minute and I tried to take this clip out, but the boys told me to leave it in. I go through 1-on-1. So a good save from their keeper, and he boots it upfield and puts the boys in a counter-attack. It bounces, Nathan grabs it, and he gets taken out, but the referee doesn't blow the whistle. It drops to their forward who shoots, but it's a goal line clearance from Reece. So to help you lot at home understand why there's a Dons person standing on the pitch, it's because he wanted to see up close the shift that Tyler's putting in. With the amount of chances that we put together in the second half, the game should have been well and truly over. 86 on the stopwatch, and I've seen a lot of players want Zeps' shirt. It's probably the first time I see someone want his shorts. 88th minute, it's the Dons attack, but as I said earlier, when your keeper's confident, everything looks a little bit more easy.
Yes, Nathan.
And at this point, I started to believe that Zeps was just taking the...
Oh my God!
See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
And each cross that the Dons are taking into our box is looking like easy pickings for Nath. 93rd minute and the Dons are still knocking on the door trying to secure their first goal of the game. Their sideline called for a weak penalty shout, whilst our sideline are making me believe that Zeps was onside.
He's on!
94th minute and the game's still back and forth. They tried to get across into the box, but it gets blocked, and we're on the counter attack. And from the chances that we've already had, you probably think at least one would have gone in.
Leon! Shoot! Fucking hell, oh my days. Oh! He's taking the piss.
Give it to him, he's on his left foot.
Hey, Cham, new head.
Oh my God. See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
It's the 95th minute and the time's ticking down. Yannick's on the ball, manages to play it to Dan. Dan driving down the right, it looks like he's throwing goal, one man chasing him, but the shot goes straight into Big G's arms. Although the quality of finishing from us today hasn't been the best, I gotta be honest, the backline and keeper have been superb, and it's another one to add to the memoir.
Just stand! Get close!
Great save from Nathan, and another stop from Reece. So after that, it's a corner to the Dons in the 96th minute, and I guess the ref don't need VAR, he's got 20/20 vision. So as the ball was struck, it hit one of the Dons players' arms, and then he finished it, so the referee called it for handball. I'm not sure how long of the game's left, but the referee's probably got to blow the whistle soon. A big kick from Nathan and Tyler picks it up, and other than a penalty, I think Zeps left his shooting boots at home.
The more you're going to find out.
97th minute, and I feel bad for the boy between the sticks, because the Dons make it 2-1.
To the ball.
So that means Nathan doesn't pick up his clean sheet.
To the ball.
But the referee's about to blow the final whistle, meaning that the boys have won the game, heading through to the semi-finals of the SFL Cup, defeating the SC Dons 2-1 in the process. And I definitely believed it was a well-deserved win. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that came out of their house to support the boys from the sideline, and to those of you that watched at home. I want to give a big shout out to the boys we know down at SC Dons, real pioneers of Sunday League, and good luck for the rest of their season. Again, a big well done to the boys that took part in today's game, sending us through to the semi-finals, keeping the treble hopes alive. The semi-final draw has already taken place, and we take on Hacks United, so revenge is on the cards. But just before you leave us, make sure you hit on that like button. It really does help the Wall FC family to grow, so make sure you smash on that thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel or you watch us and you haven't pressed it yet, hit that big box at the bottom that says subscribe, become part of the Wall SC family. And also remember, if you've got any questions for any of the players or any of the gaffers, make sure you drop a comment below. You can find us on Twitter at Official Wall FC, and also find us on TikTok and Instagram at The Wall FC. Also, we put all of our fixtures on our Instagram, so make sure you head over there for all the information. So now that's 2 semi-finals and we're still chasing the playoff spot. The treble hope's still on. I've been your boy Skipper J, and I'm happy to say today that the boys showed the SC Dons that nothing gets past the wall.
My boy, this is a true champion. Can it Premier League shout him, please?
We didn't step over it. We didn't step over it. Are you Lambert? Are you Lambert? Are you Lambert in this game?
See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out.
It's awfully quiet today.
Lift you up in the air. That's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to bang him in his face.
I know my striking partner. Not my striking partner.
Guys, come in. This is what it means, yeah? To work hard, to do the basics, to build confidence. Really and truly, we should have been out of sight.
Yep.
Yeah? I've had a word with Zeps. Bass, listen, we've got to be clinical. Yeah? We've got to kill games. The pressure came because it was 2-0 was a crap score. Do you know what I mean? But we did enough. We did more than enough to win that game convincingly. So now you know. You guys went on there and you believed you could win. And then you put in the work. There's no mad celebration because you know what? You guys all expected it. We're not going, yeah, no. We expected to win. And that's what we have to have every time we turn up. Yeah? The prep, go in there, do what we've got to do. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm really proud of you guys. Well done, man. Well done.
It's easy for us on the sideline to be shouting to you guys what to do, but as some of you guys, when you came on, you realised the pace out here was much different than what we're seeing on the sideline. So just respect for you guys for that. When we actually put our heads to it, you know what we can do. Yep. So that needs to be the standard going forward, okay?
The proof is in the pudding that it takes more than 20 players to do things, because there are players that were at the last Dons game that weren't on the pitch today, and there are players that didn't even get in the squad at the last Dons game that played today. And really and truly, without some of those players,
yep,
this ain't happening.
This ain't happening. Yeah. It's times like today where you have to think selflessly, is that if you are left out of one game, you could be playing one of the biggest games of the season. Vice versa, you might be the reason why we go on to win one cup, but you might not be in the squad when we're winning another cup. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take 11 players. So I think that I appreciate the players that were off the pitch today, yep, and I appreciate the players that were on the pitch today.
Exactly.
I'm also happy to name man of the match if you lot are in agreement.
I think
it's got to be Nathan.
Nathan.
Listen, anyway, I'm happy I'm going home to my ute, so there we go. Let's go.
Hands in.
What's steady?
All on me, all on 3. 1, 2, 3,